Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Foxy New.
Canelo Alvarez fans are twerking in the streets, and look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And we've been getting a lot of comments about Canelo Alvarez, and all of these Canelo fans are sitting up here making delusional statements anytime you say anything about Canelo Alvarez. So look, let me break it down. First off, we get to my brother Ruben. Shout out to Ruben. I appreciate you subscribing and being a part of the channel, Ruben. But Ruben says, look, the fight was fixed. Call me a hater all y'all want. Canelo didn't fight. So he's basically saying Canelo Alvarez lost the fight against Terrence Crawford because the fight was fixed. No, the fight was not fixed. It was not fixed. Canelo Alvarez simply got outboxed by a better boxer. That's it, Ruben. That's all that happened. Accept it. The fight being fixed is a delusional statement. You sound like a Deontay Wilder fan. You sound like, a Tank Davis fan. You sound like an Errol Spence fan. This is what these guys sound like. The fight was fixed. The fight didn't have to be fixed for Bud to beat Canelo. Canelo is a tier below Terrence Crawford in skills. He's a tier below Floyd Mayweather in skills. He's a tier below Dimitri Bivol in skills. This has always been Canelo's issue. I'm sorry. Canelo Alvarez, before the fight started, said, this is easy money. It wasn't easy money. Canelo, before the fight started, says, I'm going to show everything. I have all these skills. And not one of those skills showed up. But yet, anytime you say that Canelo Alvarez is a tier below when it comes to skills, he's not on the same level skill-wise as these guys. What do people say? Oh, you're hating on Canelo. You're biased against Canelo. No, any fair and just criticism is not hate on Canelo Alvarez. These are just facts. And these are facts that we've seen in the ring. A welterweight should not have been able to move up in weight and kick your ass. And that's what happened. Let's just be honest and unbiased about it. Think about it. I've lost over 500 subscribers and counting right now, simply because I tell the truth. And you know what? I'm going to keep telling the truth, and I don't care if I lose 5,000 subscribers. The truth will set you free. Let me break it down. Another one. Serge says, Canelo got robbed. They gave Crawford the first 1 to 3 rounds where Crawford didn't do anything. They were just getting a feel of each other. Crawford didn't do anything impressive to win them rounds. My brother. This was a masterclass performance by Terrence Crawford. Canelo Alvarez is blessed to win 2 rounds against Terrence Crawford. And if I'm being super generous to Canelo, fine, give him 3. But you're not giving him more than that. You're not giving him. Canelo didn't do anything impressive. He had a lot of blocked shots. He threw wide looping shots. The man had no jab, had no stamina. The man was getting cooked. And at the end of the day, I respect Canelo. He's probably one of the greatest fighters, Mexican fighters I've ever seen, the greatest Mexican fighter I've ever seen. And yet to sit up here and say that he got robbed is absolutely delusional. And you have to be twerking in the streets to believe that, my brother. Come on. Says it's about money. Canelo sold his soul to Turkey. Crawford didn't do anything he normally does. Canelo didn't do anything he normally does. Power looked weak. He lost. It sucks. Whatever. Do a rematch. But he said, it's about money, and Canelo sold his soul. Canelo didn't sell his soul. He didn't sell his soul. Canelo lost to a guy who has more skills than him, and Canelo could not figure him out. Canelo said in a post-fight press conference, I could not figure him out. I did not know what to do. He had no plan B. He couldn't make an adjustment. So when I say they're not on the same skill level, people get upset. They get mad. They get emotional. But these are the facts. This is the truth. I don't hate Canelo. I've supported Canelo for years. How dare you call me a hater? How dare anybody call me a hater? But these guys are being delusional, twerking in the streets, making excuses. Canelo Alvarez did not sell his soul. Canelo didn't get robbed, and the fight wasn't fixed. These guys got to stop it. You got to stop it. You're looking crazy. Mr. Gunho says, Bud ran, but it was competitive, but Canelo initiating contact and landed the much better shots. Why would he tell the press that it was rigged and they robbed him? He's humble in every loss. Okay, Canelo is humble in every loss. And Canelo said after this loss, give Crawford all the credit. He couldn't figure him out. But Bud ran. Bud didn't run. The only running Bud did in this fight was upside Canelo Alvarez's head. That was the only thing he ran in this fight. Let's just be honest. Give Crawford the credit. If Canelo Alvarez is who people say he was skills-wise, and elite-wise, he would have came in there and beat a welterweight moving up in weight, but he didn't do it. He came with the same predictable game plan time and time again. We know it. You know it. Everybody knows it. And look, Canelo said before the fight, this is easy money, baby. It wasn't nothing easy about this for Canelo. He could not figure him out. He came with the same issues that he's shown time in and time out. At the end of the day, an A-tier plus elite fighter like Terrence Crawford will always beat Canelo unless Canelo Alvarez changes everything about his game plan and approach to those fights. Canelo is an excellent fighter, so he'll have a chance in almost any fight. But his power was not there to bail him out. You got to stop making excuses, and you got to stop twerking in the streets.